Deborah from Clayton Park is the primary caregiver for her sister, Diane. Diane has Down syndrome, and she's been going to Prescott Group for over 30 years. There, she's been able to find friends, community, and a sense of belonging, but her family was thrown into uncertainty by this government's cruel cuts. My question to the Minister of Opportunities and Social Development: why didn't this government do their homework before announcing major cuts for people with disabilities?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Opportunities and Social Development.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. We recognize that this has been a difficult couple of weeks. We know that there are people who have a lot of uncertainty right now, and they're having a lot of questions as we've restored $54 million in funding. What I want to reassure all Nova Scotians, Madam Speaker, is that we had dueling responsibilities. We had a fiscal responsibility to all Nova Scotians, and we brought forward a plan that we thought would be fair. But, Madam Speaker, we heard loud and clear from Nova Scotians that they had a priority that they wanted us to respect. And that is why today the Premier announced a $54 million reversal to support seniors, those with disabilities, and those who are needing educational supports.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Fairview Clayton Park.
Again, the minister should have listened to Nova Scotians before announcing these cuts and not after. Deborah and Diane are not alone. We've heard from families across Nova Scotia who rely on day programs like the ones at Prescott Group. We've also heard from service providers that they've received notice from the department that not all funding will be restored. These are vital programs for people living with disabilities and their caregivers. It was cruel for this government to threaten these programs. Will the minister apologize to families like Deborah's for causing them stress and worry the last 2 weeks and clarify if she knows what is actually happening with this budget?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Opportunities and Social Development.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. I will apologize. We made decisions that were in the best interest of all Nova Scotians, and we heard loud and clear from across the province that these were not decisions that Nova Scotians wanted us to move forward with for those with disabilities, seniors, and certain aspects of the education system. Madam Speaker, we caused harm, and I acknowledge that. And I deeply apologize to all Nova Scotians for the uncertainty, the fear, the anger. We are going to do better moving forward, Madam Speaker, and that is my commitment to all Nova Scotians, that we are going to do our best to look after them.